And the story is very universal, because many of my stories on the canvas are interpreted by people who understand them sometimes even better than myself. So they tell me what they see in, and I say, oh, well, maybe this is inside, and it came unconsciously. I did all what I did on a certain painting. But the school today, the United States is the leader of paintings in the world, still, with Germany, with Italy, some in France, some in Sweden, but the tendency is more international now, and it's more universal. It is less categorized by country or by culture or by geographical situation in this world. So today and for the last 20 years, the most important painters are the ones who inaugurated something new, or were so personal that you could say from 20, 30 meters, this is a Picasso, this is Matisse, this is Chagall, this is Nissan Engel, with all modesty. So people can not confuse one artist with the other, except for some like the Cubistic era, where Matisse and Picasso and Braque were more or less doing the same things. But when you are a connoisseur and you look at the painting from close, you can tell the difference. But sometimes even me, I cannot tell a Braque from Matisse, from Picasso at the Cubistic era. Any other question?
Have you thought of any other? I don't know.
So I have an idea. We walk around, and I'll stop on one painting and try to tell me each one, not too long, so we can stay all night. Otherwise, we will say in a couple of sentences what you see in the painting. Okay? Forget that I am here, of course. Okay. So let's start with this red, for instance. What is your name?
Jessica.
Jessica? Yeah. What do you see in this blue painting?
I see blue.
No, I'm joking.
I see many musical notes.
Yes.
Everywhere, and a lot of red. And yeah. And I see some writing over there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's kind of what I see.
Okay, this is good enough. What do you see? Anything that?
I see music too, of course. And,
thank you.
and I think of love when it's red, but I'm not sure that's how you thought when you painted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, mademoiselle?
Well, I see, like Jessica and Joy, the musical notes and the red, of course. But I think the dark color in the downward painting, I think that's a ground, that's the earth. Maybe.
Yes, yes, yes.
And yeah, that's how I see it. That's like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and how about you?
I agree with all of them. That's what I think about love and music and love letters, maybe, or just a letter. That's what I think.
So, as you understand, this is something that comes spontaneously. And by the way, the music notes on this in the center are the handwriting of Mozart, of the Requiem. And I got a photo and a reproduction of it. I couldn't use the original, of course. I wouldn't dare. The others are more printed, notes of music, partitions, also in the background. And you were right about the division of the painting from the earth to the sky. And that's in most of my paintings, I realize that I am attached to this idea of the base and the air. It's like our body on the, we walk on the floor, or on the earth, and then we live in, our spirit is like high in the sky, in the clouds, or whatever you want. And this is, most of the composition are like that, or the composition are in the center, and everything around it is to withhold and support the idea of what we talked about: composition, harmony, contrast, beauty of color, contrast of light and shadow. And this you can see in most of the painting. So I selected this one, but then sometimes we can go into this one where you see elements that you don't necessarily see here. Any one of you can identify this? No?
No, not really.
Okay, I'll tell you, it's not an examination. It's the Palais de Doge in Venice. I go to Venice quite often, at least 2, 3, 4 times a year. And Venice is full of fantastic things. If you are interested in art, you must go to Venice tomorrow. It's so beautiful. Every monument, every church, every fresco, every painting, every sculpture, and wherever you move in Venice, it's like something that you must see. And that is like hundreds of years of culture, of architecture, of talented, from Leonardo da Vinci until 200 years ago. You see a town, a city that is unique in the world, and that is, in most of my paintings, I was inspired even by windows and elements of architecture of Venice. So we can like go a little more freely for more